Wouldn't it be just awesome if you could stand over the golf ball with your driver and smoke it straight down the middle, backed up with an incredible second shot, leaving yourself an easy birdie putt? Well, to be able to hit your irons and driver consistently well, you might think you need a load of swing thoughts. A list for irons, a list for driver, all broken down into steps before you even hit the golf ball. Well, here's the truth. You're completely wrong. So if you're currently feeling overwhelmed, stuck full of swing thoughts, switching from one to another, this video is the one you want to be watching. Because in this video, I'm going to be revealing the tip that many great players won't talk about, but I will. It's simple, effective, and it bridges the gap between your iron swing and your driver swing, so you can swing freely with less effort. So for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Harry, a golf teacher professional, posting content just like this one every single week to help you lower your score. So consider clicking that subscribe button, as it helps me produce more content like this, and it's completely free to do. You'll also notice in the description down below that the partners SATORI Golf are offering an exclusive discount code of 20% off your entire order for this month only. They're really pleased with the feedback that they got from this deal last month, so they want to continue this up until the end of May. So make sure you check that out by checking out the link in the description below. Now, the reason why golfers struggle to hit driver and irons is for an ever so slightly different movement, but it all stems from the same thing, and it's all to do with the way we rotate and shift in the golf swing. So let's start off with the driver. Let's talk about the reason with driver just to begin with. So the driver is designed, as we all know, the driver is designed to be hit up on the golf ball because we set it up on a tee. The driver needs to be hit up on the golf ball to help with getting the correct launch, seeing the correct flight, and getting as much distance and accuracy as we can. So one of the main temptations for golfers is to be able to hit the ball far. We try and get a lot of forward shift towards the golf ball, and we see our sternum at the moment of impact, so when we hit the golf ball, well past the golf ball like this here. It's almost led the race to go past the golf ball before the club head has even made contact. Now, this is great if you're a player that's looking into hitting down on their irons, because that is what's required with an iron, but we'll jump into that in just a second. With driver, however, when we do this action here and we press forwards towards our lead foot, during this downswing phase here, that's going to encourage us to hit more down onto the golf ball. So if we were just to picture a big circle being drawn around me, where the golf club will be traveling, and we shift ourselves forward, it's pushing our swing circle further forward. So if we were to make contact with the golf ball, with this swing circle being shifted too far forwards, we're more likely to be hitting it on the downward arc, rather than the upward arc into the golf ball. Now, it is ever so slightly different with the irons. When we take a look at the actual iron swing, the most common tendency that we see is again all to do with that rotation and the way we shift into the downswing. Being that when we set up to the golf ball with irons, we make our way up to the top of the backswing as normal, we almost want to move the opposite way, where we almost keep our sternum at the golf ball or ever so slightly behind the golf ball like this here, almost getting too much of this tilted action, where we apply the pressure, continue to keep the pressure onto this trail side of the body for longer, and that really encourages us now, if we were to picture that circle again going round me where the golf club is travelling, that'll move the swing circle further back. Therefore, we're more likely to hit the ground first and then hit the golf ball, actually attack the golf ball on that upward motion. So taking a look at the two screenshots either side of the screen here now, when we take a look at the irons, the sternum is at the golf ball, if not too far behind the golf ball. And this could be all to do with we've not rotated enough into the downswing and transferred our weight enough onto this lead side of the body to ensure that we're attacking the golf ball on that downward motion. For driver, it works the opposite way, as you can see on the screen here as well. When as we make our way into the downswing, we actually transfer our weight too early onto this lead foot, get a lot of rotation into the golf ball, try and hit the golf ball really hard, and that causes us then to hit too far down onto the golf ball. So in simple terms, we want the opposite of those two movements. We want the irons to be more forward at impact, and we want the driver to be ever so slightly more behind to get that upward motion. So how do we do this? Well, to get the correct outcome, it's all to do with changing where our sternum is at impact. Now, there are a couple of things that we can start off with for the driver in particular to be able to help you, stop you from getting too far ahead of the golf ball at impact. Take the club and place it in both of your hands, make your way up to the top of your golf swing, and just have the sensation that your lead shoulder is going to stay in this position rather than move forwards or rotate forwards into the downswing. What we can see is if I was just to let my lead shoulder stay there, look what happens to my sternum. I'm being able here to keep my sternum almost just a little bit behind the golf ball as opposed to where we had it beforehand, where it was too far ahead for the driver. And look what this is allowing me to do here as well. When I start to apply a little bit more speed, a little bit more rotation, if we were just to get that in slow motion now, we can see there that it's allowing me to get the bottom of the arc of the golf swing a little bit behind the golf ball, somewhere around this point here, which means then I will be able to hit up on the golf ball. You will be when you start practicing this. You can swing the golf club pretty much so as quickly as you want in the downswing, as long as you give the club enough time to release, but also to wait for the club to come down. That's the key. Waiting for the club to come down here, you can see I'm keeping my lead shoulder, the feeling of my lead shoulder here, staying over the golf ball. Not over the golf ball so it's like this here, just so that I can see it from my eye view. It will start to move away naturally just because of the way we turn and rotate in the golf swing. But that's a very simple way just to help ourselves rather than get too far forward on this lead foot. We can stay a little bit more in balance, a bit more 50-50 with the weight distribution for longer in the downswing. Then once we make our way into the release of the golf club, we can just swing through and lift upwards. So for driver, we're delaying the weight transfer just to help ourselves hit more up on the golf ball and also give ourselves time to get that upward motion and to also improve the strike. But look what it does as well when I hit a golf shot here now. I just make my swing back and forth with that feeling. We can see there I've been able to draw the golf ball. Now, one of the most common tendencies I see golfers make is they'll swing over the top. If our lead shoulder, I'll just place the ball there just for the time being so we've got that as a reference point, but if our lead shoulder at the top of the golf swing moves forwards, look where that takes the club on the side-on view here. It takes the club well over the top. If we keep the lead shoulder here at the top and wait for the club to come down, it gets us swinging more in to out. So not only does this promote an upward attack angle with the driver, it also helps us hit those little baby draws just like I did there. Now this changes a little bit when it comes to taking a look at the irons because the tendency is the complete opposite. Now before I dive into that, I just wanted to let you know that I am currently offering in-person lessons at this indoor facility and also online lessons to help you improve your golf swing and give you personalized coaching to help you improve your golf game faster. So if you'd like to check that out, you can check that out in the description below. The links will be there for you to either book in-person lessons or contact me for the online lessons there as well. So with the irons being the common tendency of seeing golfers actually stay too far behind the golf ball, we can actually encourage our lead shoulder to get a little bit more forward during the downswing. Now when I say forward, I don't want this lead shoulder to over-rotate into the downswing simply because of the issue I mentioned before, which was the over-the-top move. So getting this over-the-top move is all to do with this lead shoulder rotating back and away from the golf ball too early in the downswing. So we still want to be able to delay this. If we just get now the side on camera and face on camera on as well, just take a look at this. We still want to be able to get that lead shoulder ahead of the golf ball, but we're delaying still the rotation in the downswing. We are still waiting for that golf club to come down before we apply the rotation to hit the golf ball. Again, because we don't want to go over the top and steep onto it, we still want to attack the ball on a shallower angle so we get that ball then turf interaction and not take craters in the ground. Again, that's going to be too inconsistent. So from the top of the golf swing with your irons, the key is a forward shift as opposed to keeping the lead shoulder there. So a forward shift, the feeling for me here is being able to still see my lead shoulder, but also having my back continue to face towards the target. When I do that and transfer my weight a little bit more onto my lead side, I'm just simply imagining my whole body, picturing two lines either side of my body here, pretty much starting from both of my feet, working my way upwards. And as I make my way into the downswing, they are moving together rather than on angles either side here. My whole body is moving as one to start that downswing. Now, when I start to apply the rotation after this has happened, I can now just simply allow this shoulder to turn, allow the rotation to take place, and then I am here, where my sternum now is well in front of the golf ball. Hitting one last shot just to really encourage at the top of my swing that shift forwards for my approach shot into this par 4 here. So that one there, I really got forward a lot more so, felt the compressed strike, and I think a really nice approach shot there, giving myself a pretty simple birdie putt. So make sure you go ahead and give these tips and drills a try, and why not comment down below to let me know how you get on after giving this a try. And be sure to click that subscribe button if these tips and drills do help you improve your golf swing, not only with your irons, but your driver as well. Don't forget to check out the links in the description for my in-person and online coaching offers, and also the 20% off discount code you can use for the SATORI Golf Polos. Now, if you'd like to see more videos just like this one, YouTube recommends this one here is the best video for you to watch next, or you can watch this one down below if you're looking for more tips to help you get more distance on your drives.